Hey guys, Tim here from BSMastering Mastering. Hope you're having a very great day. In this video, I'm giving you some great mastering tips how to EQ, right? To make a louder master. So before we start, please remember, if you have a mic that you need mastered, request a quote at bsmastering.com and receive 50% of your first order. I would also very much appreciate, guys, if you subscribe and hit the notification bell to support my channel. And now, let's get to the video. Low-frequency sounds can cause particular problems, as you can end up with huge amplitude signals at extremely low frequencies that are almost inaudible. This wastes headroom, thus inhibiting your ability to make the track loud. The answer is to use low-cut filtering to remove anything below 20-30 Hz. It can really help conserve headroom, enabling you to make the useful part of the sound louder. My go-to for the low-cut is matte orange EQ. It is particularly designed for restoration, cleaning up issues, getting resonances resolved, and it can create a certain sense of openness, so to say. This particular low-cut filter is designed to be very tight, to go infinitely down, that I can even get rid of DC offset. Not all low-cut filters would go down to, say, minus 144 dB to get rid of DC offset. Majority of cut filters would kind of have a stop band and roll back, which is called ripple. This low-cut works great. I almost always set it between 18 and 24 Hz with a bit of a lift in the bass. As you can see, I have a little bump here. This is very nice for sub-bass area. I find this low-cut does indeed help tighten the bass and increase impact. So now let's A/B this track with this EQ off and on. Further, EQ boosts can be applied to emphasize the most audible elements of a sound, but it's all too easy to make something sound abrasive and unpleasant. A safer way of increasing loudness through brightness is to use a high shelving filter, set somewhere between 8 and 10 K, and then add a little boost to open up the high end. This can add detail and clarity without boosting the 4K region, where an unpleasant harshness might otherwise result. This is a very common technique for lifting vocals and acoustic instruments out of a mix, but bear in mind that some elements need to sound more forward than others. If you try to leave out everything, you'll just end up with an unpleasantly bright mix. And now let's A/B this track with the EQ off and on. Another application of EQ is to use a mid-range dip to mimic the Fletcher-Munson curves. This is essentially what the loudness button does on some hi-fi systems, a smile curve, so to say. What we're talking about here is boosting some of the bottom and some of the top of some of the frequency ranges in order to get a more in-your-face sound, a louder sound, something that has a little bit more luxury to it. It is nice, you can get more top out of the bottom if things are punchy. You feel that low end, but you can also feel the sheen. But this is something that's very commonly overused, so we are going to try to go subtle, although I think this particular track will benefit from it. So try applying some broad stroke EQ and see how that affects the limiter. The lows and highs to be pushed forward slightly, while the 200 to 1 point key region is pulled back a touch. So smile EQs are good in a lot of different places, but my concern is that you use it subtly. And now let's say beat this track with the EQ off and on.